what determines the precise sequence of dreamlike experiences? What decides whether the next dream will be pleasant or painful, shocking or normal, expected or unexpected? The answer is Kāla or time. Even as the record of past actions and beliefs is stored within us, they don't come out all at once. They come out one by one, and the sequence of emergence is determined by time. Kāla is sometimes called causal time because it reveals the hidden and converts the unmanifest into the manifest. The records of past actions and beliefs are hidden in us, and causal time reveals them as our dreams. So, our dreams are the manifest reality, and the unconscious records are the unmanifest reality. The sequencing of dreams requires a coordination across many dreamers to create the illusion that we are awake rather than dreaming. As we all know, if we dream, nobody else has the same dream. So if the world is dreaming, how can others have the same experiences that correspond to our dreams? The answer is that if multiple dreams are coordinated with each other, then we can be in a dream and yet it can appear to us that we are awake. To understand this dream coordination, imagine a puppeteer orchestrating many puppets at once. The actions of each puppet are correlated and coordinated with those of the other puppets, but they are not caused by any of the puppets to the other puppets. For example, if one puppet throws a punch and the other puppet retracts, it seems that one puppet punched the other puppet, because of which it retracted, when in fact both puppets are behaving in a synchronized manner because they are separately controlled by the puppeteer. In technical terms, we can say that the puppet action is correlation rather than causation. It means that nobody can throw a punch or get punched unless the puppeteer coordinates both puppets. Each puppet is orchestrated individually, and that individual coordination in case of the dreaming Atma is based on its past actions and beliefs. So even if it is punched, it is not due to the other puppet, but due to its own past actions and beliefs. And so, Kala or time, which coordinates multiple individual puppets, is also called Pashupati. Pashu means animal, and it is like a puppet, while Pati means the master, and it is like the puppeteer. The jiva in the material world is the puppet in the hands of the puppeteer. Each of us think that we are doing this or that, but in fact, the puppeteer is doing everything. So one might ask, if Pashupati is doing everything, then why are we responsible for our actions called karma? The answer is that our responsibility for our actions is due to our approval for those actions. If we don't approve, then Pashupati doesn't force us. So the puppet is not devoid of free will, but its will is approval and disapproval rather than acting or other things. Approval comes when we identify with the body, and disapproval comes when we dissociate from the body. For example, if we have a bad thought and we immediately dissociate ourselves from that thought, then the thought disappears. But if we keep associating with the thought, then the thought gradually develops into action. So the Atma has free will of association or dissociation, and yet the thoughts and actions are still done by Pashupati. This is understood better if we think of the puppet as the Pashu or animal being dragged by the animal's master, although the animal can resist that dragging. If the animal resists, then the master doesn't drag. But if the animal complies, then the master keeps dragging. Most of the time, most of us are simply dragged by time. Only the awakened ones want to stop this dragging. And so this dragging is not deterministic, and there is no contradiction between determinism and free will. We are dragged by time simply because we approve this dragging by identification with the body. So if the body says, I want this, then we approve and say, yes, of course, I want it. That is because we equate the body's wants with our wants through identification with the body. If we stop that identification, then the body may say, I want this. But the Atma disapproves and says, that is just the body putting demands on me, but they are not really my demands.